How you doing? It's August 30th, and we are excited to share some information with you. So I'm Renee, and I have with me Wendell.
Great. Hi, Renee.
Hey, Wendell.
So we've been doing lives for a little bit now, and each time we do a live, we get good feedback, good comments, and persons who want a little bit more. Today, listen to this, guys. Today we want to focus on the last live we did. Persons calling to say, I noticed that your live always end with promulgating your Formula One shake and your brand of protein products. Why not just do something that's generic, that's organic, and then we can pick and choose. And so we said, Renee, we need to do something to say to John Public. Why? It's important, all right? So I want to take my time today to build a platform that everybody can understand why, right? That makes sense?
Absolutely.
All right. So the first thing is this, guys. Listen to this. We are about preserving the health and energy and strength of the body.
Yeah.
We are about preserving the health, strength, and energy of the body.
Absolutely.
In order to do that, we need to pay attention to the healthy reproduction of cells.
Yeah.
Remember, who we are is really cells. Cells build tissues, tissues build organs, organs build body systems, and the body systems working together is who we are.
Absolutely.
Hence, if we are not reproducing healthy cells, we'll pop down.
Yep.
Our weight die much earlier. True or false? Everybody can accept that?
Yep.
So watch this now. Let's talk about cells for a little bit. The longest living cells are born and die every day.
Every day.
If you go to the bathroom now and bathe, and when you come out you would wipe with a white towel, no matter how you wash your face, you're still going to see some brown on the towel. Not because your face is dirty, but because the skin cells are shed every moment of the day. The longest living cell in the body is the bone marrow cell. What's the bone marrow responsible for? It is responsible for making blood DNA.
Wow.
And that is changed every 90 days. So check this, guys. Every 90 days, we have the possibility to create a new Wendell, a new Renee, a new Sophia, a new Paul. Whoever is listening to the live today, we have an opportunity to create that new you every 90 days. Let me say it again because some people miss that. It doesn't matter what you have. Cancer, diabetes, all those things. We have an opportunity to make a new you every 90 days. Or about. Why? Because we make all the cells in the body change out in 90 days.
Wow.
Anybody get that? All the cells change out. So when a doctor says something is incurable, it's not quite true. What he's saying is, him do have the cure. But is it true? Because science says all the cells change out every 90 days.
Right.
So it's for us now to find out what the cell wants in order to make a better cell of its kind.
Right.
So that we can be healthy. That makes sense?
Makes sense.
Listen to this. The predominant thing that the cell needs is protein. Let's say that. The predominant
thing
that the cells need is protein. And we may go a step further. A complete protein.
Yeah.
Now, let's examine some of the things that we eat. Right? Corn muffin mix.
Wow.
I want to bring it home to you today. Only has 4 grams of protein. By the way, the average woman needs 80
to 100
to 110 grams of protein a day. And the average man needs
anywhere from 100 to 150.
150 grams
per
a day. If you're lifting weight like me, you need about 200 grams of protein. Right? I was always 195 to 200 pounds. From I start lifting weights, I ballooned up to 220 pounds. Now people look at me and say, well, you don't look 1 pound over 200. It's true. But guess what adds to that, guys? clean, efficient protein to help build my muscles,
Right.
because muscles is also cells.
Yep.
And the muffin miss don't give it that. Get that? Right? Let's examine Jamaican favorite Excelsior water crackers, and I'm not hitting at any brand, I'm just giving you the real truth. 2 grams of protein.
Wow. Per serving.
Good old Nugo. 6 grams of protein. And we could go on and on with all different food. We have
Pasta sauce.
pasta sauce. Pasta sauce is only 2 grams of protein per serving.
Wow.
Right? And we're not talking about the sugar that's like 8 grams of sugar. Right? The list goes on.
Yeah.
Right? Cornflakes, Jamaican sunshine cornflakes, only have 1 gram of protein. Right? And the sugar is 12 gram of sugar.
Wow.
And people
Crazy.
eat that every single day.
Sometimes twice a day. Breakfast and dinner.
And then say, oh, my feel so popped down.
It saps your energy.
The men them say my penis now work.
Ouch.
The lady them say I don't have no vibe for sex.
Oh no.
And if you're 45, you're premenopause and miserable like that.
Wow.
And the kids run up and down asking for another piece of Kool-Aid.
Or success.
2 more duplex, a piece of donut. Guys, so understand that's what we're talking about. Now, let's take that a step further. So, what's important about protein? We want people to leave this life today understanding the importance, right? There are 3 major food groups that we need: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And predominantly we have to pay attention to protein. Now, why we really need protein is where the cookie crumbles.
Right.
Listen to this. We really need protein because of a thing called amino acids.
Right.
The amino acids is what feeds the cells that they are able to reproduce themselves.
Right.
If we're not eating clean protein, we're in problem. So I'm going to ask Renee to read a little bit about the importance of amino acids, that we can have a more comprehensive understanding.
Okay, got it. Alright, so we do understand that, the essential amino acids are indispensable. Alright? And our bodies cannot produce, can't synthesize, right? The amino acids that our body needs. So we have to get it from an exogenous diet. Means we have to feed our bodies the amino acids that it needs, right? In order to create and to feed the cells, right? So we understand that we need our cells to reproduce, and the cell needs the amino acids.
Right? Everybody get that?
It is necessary for the growth, and it's necessary for nitrogen balance.
Nitrogen balance. Now, we're going to talk about that probably not in this live, because there are some persons who think that the predominant air in the atmosphere is oxygen. It's not oxygen.
It's not. It's
nitrogen.
Mhm.
When you go to the hospital, the doctor wants you to get nitrogen, oxygen, which is why he puts you on a ventilator, right? Because the predominant gas in the atmosphere is nitrogen, and what they really want is for you to get the pure oxygen so that the work on your lungs is less. We'll talk about that another time. But understand where we're going, guys. So watch this now. So we say you need the amino acids from the protein. What's important about the amino acids is that it helps with the reproduction of healthy cells.
Right.
Watch this now. But consider that you want a protein that is complete.
Right.
Because you can get protein that is not complete.
Yeah.
And so you're not getting all the essential amino acids. Name them out, Renee. Some of the name them hard for call, but we'll call it for you. Take your time and name them
so
out.
we do have 9 essentials, right, that the body really needs. Because we do have some non-essential amino acids, but we have 9, right, that is in a complete protein. All right, so we have phenylalanine, phenylalanine. Let me say that slowly. Phenylalanine. We have valine. We have tryptophan. We have threonine. We have isoleucine, methionine, histidine, leucine, and lysine.
All right. Anybody get that? Those are the 9 essential amino acids that our body need. Hi, Frederick. Just saw my friend. Me and him grow together. Hi, Frederick. I know he lives in Canada. 9 essential amino acids. Now, watch this, guys. Watch this. Most of these amino acids are found in animals.
Yeah.
Because it's animal protein give you complete plant protein. Sorry, animal protein give you complete protein.
Right.
But with how the animals are being dealt with today on the farm, we can't trust it.
Yeah.
We cannot trust just eating beef. Some people don't eat pork, right? We cannot trust eating any chicken. Anybody get that?
Right.
Because of how the farms are being operated today. Let me get an example. 20 seconds.
Everything is quick.
The cows used to eat grass. When a cow eat grass, the cow's colon can deal with the grass. Hi, Dwight Gale, right? When the cow eats grass, right? That's how we have healthy beef. Cows today are being fed corn. The corn makes the cow nauseous. And the cow belches methane.
Wow.
You know what that is, guys? I don't have the time to go through. But if you pass an oil refinery, you'll see a pole up in the air. And on the top of the pole, there is a fire lit. That fire is not lit by the refinery. Listen to what I'm saying to you. We use oil for automation. Every machine needs gas. True? Cars need gas and so on. Right? And so we pull this oil from crude from the earth. Crude is really dead animals. So there's a reason why we don't seal the flooring of a grave. Because the body of the grave, the body inside the grave need to go back to the earth.
Right.
Nothing is lost. Everything is reciprocity.
Yeah.
An animal
Recycling.
is buried in the ground. Because that changes, the composition of that changes, and it penetrates the ground and goes under the sea. We reap it back now as crude. That crude oil is burnt in a refinery. Additive are added to it. I would just keep taking off things. So at 1 degree we burn it. Add additive I would take off 90 octane, 89 octane. Overseas have 120 octane. We take off cooking gas, right? We take off diesel. It's the same crude. The last stage of it is just lit up when it is exposed to oxygen. That's what the cows are belching, eating corn. I'm going back there because you need to understand that that's what I'm talking about. So if there's corn that is creating the cows to be nauseous, right? What do you think it's doing to us? Not good. So we can't trust beef. Even though we need beef for the complete protein for the amino acids to rebuild the cells. So we have found something, it's called soy. It's the only plant, it's one of the only plants on the planet that has all the amino acids that the cells need for reproduction. 9 of them. I'm going to ask Renee to read 3 of them. One of them is tryptophan. I know that one by heart. I want you to read the benefits of tryptophan and the food sources for tryptophan, because I know that lots of people are experiencing sleep apnea. I can't sleep when night comes.
Alright, so tryptophan, right, is for normal growth of infants, right? It's also for the production of the body's protein, maintenance and production of protein, right? Muscles need tryptophan, and it is necessary for neurotransmitters. Big deal. Alright? So the body does not produce tryptophan, and so we need it from our diet, which is why we are always speaking on why or protein. Alright? Now there are some foods that you can get tryptophan in. Consider you will not get all that you need, because we still need 9. Alright? So tryptophan is found in canned tuna, right, at some degree, turkey, chicken, in some oats, and in nuts and seeds.
Anybody get that? Anybody get that? Guess where tryptophan is also found? In milk. But, say but.
But
Remember I tell you the cows again? On a cow farm, we used to milk the cow. Now machines are milking the cow. And the cow is stressed because the cow is not being fed grass, it's being fed corn.
wow.
So the cow is stressed. So when we milk the cow with a machine, what is expressed from the mammary gland is blood.
Wow.
Somatic cells that are in a glass of cow's milk is enough to give you cancer in a week. I'm telling you. But they strain the milk so we don't see it. But women will tell you that when they consume milk and cheese, they end up with yeast infection. That's because there are so much somatic cells in the milk. So we have to find a better way to be able to extract the tryptophan without having to expose ourselves to things like yeast infection and trichotomia and all these things.
Yeah.
That makes sense? Give us two more.
A lot of sense. All right, so let's look at something like histidine.
Yes.
Histidine. All right. Histidine is a unique protein for buffering and for scavenging of routine oxygen and nitrogen, right? And it's also another protein that is necessary for infants. Get that? All right, and that is found in fish, in meats, in poultry, in nuts and seeds again, and whole grains. A lot of things, especially in our plants. A lot of our amino acids are found in plants as well as it is in our animal protein. All right. Let's look at leucine.
Yes.
Branch chain, AA. It gives your skeletal muscle energy during workouts, during exercise. So for our individuals who are very athletic, who like going to the gym, you need a lot of leucine, right? Because it gives your body energy. Now we find that instead of what we are going to tell you, you also find it in sesame seeds, in pumpkin seeds, in eggs, in lentils, in spirulina.
Hey.
Right? So, another important, right? Another important amino acid is the methionine.
Yes.
Methionine is an antioxidant that protects our body from the damage caused from radiation. Harmful substance that will detoxify your body. Alright? And so, like heavy metals, it may also prevent liver damage. It may also prevent liver damage. And so, this is also found in meat and in fish and in dietary products. Yes? So, these are some of the amino acids. We could give you all 9.
All right.
You think we should share all 9?
So, no. Because we're pressed for time. And there are 2 other things we need to talk about. Thank you very much, Renee. Guys, this is the... I see from Velma Hope, from Neville Morrison, from Dwight Gale giving us a shout out about, that they enjoy the information. Thank you very much, guys. We do a lot of research because we're wellness coaches, we're nutritionists. We're bringing that information to the space because we want persons to understand that what we do, we take very seriously. Right? I'm talking to a guy who has Parkinson's disease. And I ask him what Parkinson's disease is and he can't answer. You have to research your things, guys. If the doctor diagnoses you with something, you want to research it.
Yeah.
So in the brain, there's a segment of the brain that controls mobility of the body, of every part of the body. So when I touch Renee, what happens is that this signal is picked up by the nervous system. Right? That is connected to the spinal cord. It sends a message to her brain.
Right.
Her brain interprets the signal and sends it back to the spinal cord. So she's able to feel the touch. You see how quick it happens? All of that in a split second. See that? Now, what happens with something like Parkinson's disease is that the part of the brain that deals with sensitivity and touch, there's a disconnect between the neurosection in the brain that connects with the spinal cord.
Right.
So it affects the nervous system. Notice people always shake. So what you want now is to look for the amino acid that helps with the nervous system, the brain, and the spinal cord. Anybody know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not going to find it in this. You're not going to find it in this. It no in this.
Oh Lord.
And it not into this for sure. Anybody get that? We want you to understand. That's why we say 70% of the foods that we see in the supermarket is not helping us. Because it doesn't have the requisite amino acid that is necessary to help regrow the cells so the brain can continue to function.
Yeah.
Listen, in our Formula 1 shake, let's say it together.
In our
Formula 1 shake, all 9 essential amino acids are present. We need an amen for that.
All 9.
Give us a shake.
All
Give me
right.
the shake. Let me talk about it.
So, let's talk about the Formula 1 shake.
9 grams of soy protein with all 9 amino acids. That's all I'll tell you today. It's 1 gram for every 80 pounds of body mass. As a health coach, when you get us, we apportion the diet. We fix the diet. We do a health evaluation and we ask you to explain to us how you eat.
Right.
We listen, we take notes. And inside of our expertise, based on your height, your weight, your body mass index, right? Because we can work all those things. Somebody called me from Australia and I can tell them what their body mass index is if they are able to give me certain information. Right? We apportion the diet. Now, remember, we say inside of protein, why protein again? Because you need the amino acids. Why the amino acids again? Because you need to feed the cells to help reproduction, that every 90 days you can continue to function the way you were made to function. Does that make sense or what?
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Reproduction and growth of our cells. That's
so
why
all the amino acids that you need, essential, the 9 of them, is in this. There's a thing called tryptophan. It helps with Renee said it helps with it helps to balance kids, but it also helps with nitrogen balance in adults. It also creates serotonin that is needed for restful sleep. Some persons are trouble with sleep apnea, can't sleep. Lack of tryptophan. We have a machine, we know it. We have a machine we've been using for 8 years, guys. We put it on the people and we measure the rate of the amino acids in their body. And with that, we're able to tell them, this amino acid is out. This one is too much, like that. Point it out.
Just like that.
We adjust those things and boom, nice rest come.
Just like
and men, if you're missing nice rest, you know it's going to affect it, right? So the amino acids are in this. That's all I'll tell you today. You don't need anything else. I break it down for you because people say, what's in your shake? And they don't know when they go to the doctor and the doctor's giving them medication, they don't ask what's in it. So all 9 amino acids. There is also some what we call non-essential amino acids. Important for other things like strenuous activities and things that are in there. So you're getting a balanced meal. Remember, soy is one of the only plant protein that's a complete protein.
And that means it has all 9 essential amino acids that the body needs. Now, I wish we could give you all 9, but when you call us, you'll definitely hear that information. But let me tell you this. What we have researched and found, you need all 9 essential amino acids to live a long, healthy life.
The absence of nutrients from our diet is what causes us to be sick. So you've heard me say this one time, I'll say it 1,000 times. Listen, stress, money stress, fitness stress, relationship stress, who stress? Pandemic stress. Stress increases the acid level in our bodies. We're supposed to be keeping a pH balance of 7.2 to 7.4. When we're stressed, we go down below 7. 7 is rainwater, right? It's neutral. When they get below 7, right, it means that your body is more acidic. The more acid in your body, the more mucus is created. This pandemic is because of mucus. Don't make the body force if you don't know what you want to do. It's about containing and excreting mucus. That's why we say take your steam bath with your crystals, right? Mix up your onion, your lime, your turmeric, your ginger, your onion, and your scallion. Lock it up in one container. When you bust it, you must hear pop and take 2 shots of that every day, man. Right? But understand when we talk about acid, that's the danger. Because the acid creates mucus. The mucus then goes to the lungs and blocks the flow of oxygen and nutrient blood to the lungs. And that is what kills. Anybody get that?
Yes.
So here's the deal, guys. What we need to do is to increase our protein that we can get the amino acids.
Yeah.
Then we need to do things like vitamins and minerals.
Yeah.
Because the vitamins and minerals, listen, there are some persons who are eating greens. Excellent.
Great.
That's carbs, by the way, that's not protein. There are some persons who are eating vitamins and minerals. Excellent. Listen to me break this down. The minerals and the vitamins is what we call micronutrients. Micro mean what? Small. Protein and the carbs and the fat is macronutrients. Before you can activate the micronutrients, you want to have macronutrients replaced.
Absolutely.
So the protein and the healthy protein and the healthy carbs and the healthy fats. We'll tell you about that in 2 minutes, right? We'll talk about the protein, we're going to the carbs and the fats now.
Right.
Those literally help the replacement of your cells. If your skin look drab, if you don't like your belly skin, ladies, if you want prettier belly skin,
You want prettier skin color.
yes. If your body jaw grangy and you want it plain out,
Yeah.
whilst you're using something to lift the skin on the
also
outside,
want to
you have to
feed
feed
it.
the body the proper protein that you increase skin elastin based on the protein and the elasticity that the protein gives.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, one of the amino acids is responsible for the collagen in our skin, and the collagen now brings your skin together, fine-tuned.
Yes, tightens the skin.
Tightens the skin. So I'm always I'm amazed at individuals who, they say they're on a weight program and they're on a diet, and I've had family members who have lost weight and the weight loss was not attractive. And for the men, now when I became knowledgeable of the importance of protein, I understood why their weight loss was not attractive. They had not included sufficient protein, and protein with the 9 essential amino acids. So there's a sagging of the skin. So you will observe persons who are losing weight, and kudos to you on losing that weight. But if you are not able, right, to maintain the elastin in your skin, it becomes unattractive. And so we have a lot of women saying, I don't want to lose my weight, I don't want to lose my this, I don't want to lose my that. Ladies, I've lost over 20 pounds, and you would not know. If you don't know me when I was 20 pounds heavier, I've been able to maintain it and maintain the elastin in my skin, because I also know how much protein my body needs, and I'm able to consume that daily, right? Knowing fully well that I'm getting the 9 essential amino acids that my body needs. So I'm able to I'm taking care of my brain, I'm taking care of the elastin in my skin, and I feed my child, because I have to ensure that she's getting it, because children and infants also need these essential amino acids. That's why I love the shake, because it's for everybody, all age, all stage.
Thank you very much, Renee. And so Renee talks about having lost weight. I've gained 20 pounds. So my regular weight, right, from the moment I touched 30, have been 200 pounds, plus or minus. I'm up to 220 now, guys. And I look smaller. Why? Because the amino acids in the shake have helped me to burn my body fat. Whilst I'm lifting weights and feeding the muscles, I've got more muscles.
Yeah.
So my muscle mass is closer to 40, right? And my body fat is closer to below 20.
20, right, yeah.
Right? I used to have a muscle mass of about 32 and a body fat of 28%. Now I'm down to 19% body fat and muscle mass up to 40.
Yeah.
So I'm heavier, but it's muscles, because I'm feeding the body the amino acids. I don't know how much more to preach that.
And that's the same thing for
Your
me.
cognitive function is increased. The neuroreceptors in your mind is increased based on feeding your body more amino acids. Remember, soy is one of the only plants on the planet that's a complete protein. Soy has a range of 1 to 5, with 1 being the best, or soy is 1. It talks about the completeness of the amino acids in there. Alright? Now, we have another shake. Alright, so let's just give it a try then. Pass that. So we have the Formula 1 shake. It's 1 gram, 1 scoop of shake for every 80 pound of body mass. You have the protein drink mix. We use this as a backup to the shake, right? As a base for the shake. And for diabetics, if you are worried about having something that's too sweet, if you're worried about having something with a low glycemic level, you want to think about the protein drink mix that can be had as a snack, and the protein drink mix and the Formula 1 shake to be had together. Now, if you're in the gym lifting weights, ladies, you want to tone, because saggy skin now wear, right? Then you want to add what we call whey, things like egg, to the soy. So you have a combination of whey and soy protein. That's where you get the definition and the sculpting of the body. See this? Wire waist. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, at almost 50, I feel much better than when I started at age 31. I'm telling you. I have the energy of a giant. Right? Neville, we're ready for you. We're ready for you. I'm going to give you the number in a while. We're ready for you. Neville asked where you can get the products. We have the products. And we can ship it. If you're in Australia, Neville, we can get FedEx take it to you. Absolutely. And if you're in Clarendon, we can take Targ take to you. And if you're in Kingston, we'll come here gate. Too easy. Right?
So we want to talk about, we just told them much about protein.
Alright, so we're talking about, inside of protein, we're talking about the macronutrient, right? So let's finish. So we'll talk about, so let me give you some stats. Listen to this, right? As a slender person, you need 40% carbs, 25 to 35% protein, and 15 to 25% fats.
Say that slower.
As a slender person, you need 40% of your consumption for the day needs to be carbohydrates.
Right.
25 to 35% needs to be protein.
Right.
And 15 to 25% needs to be fat. Let me break that down for you.
What does that mean?
As a muscular person, you need 30 to 50% carbs because you're lifting weights, you're doing restraint training, you need more. Right? So, you need more carbs because you're burning more. Right? You need a protein to protect the muscles, and you need fats, 25 to 35%. Men are coming at you. Watch this. For a soft person, a person who needs to lose weight, like you have a lot of fat, you need to eat less carbs. So it's 10 to 20%, 40 to 50% in protein, and 30 to 40% fats. What that really works out to mean is this. For a woman, you need about 180 to 120 grams of protein, depending on where you are on the spectrum.
Right.
For a man, you need 100 to about 150 grams. I eat 200 grams of protein. Why? I'm lifting weights. Guys, I'm bench pressing flatbed 205 to 275 pounds under normal circumstances twice a week. And if I'm going heavy, 315 pounds. For those of you who know about weightlifting, that's 6 plates of 45 pounds with an Olympic bar. And I can power lift 2 to 3 of that, as small as you think I look. When you're doing that, you need protein. Right? Watch this now. Hey, Laurel Ming! I grew up with that girl. Right? Neville, in the States, soon get to you. Watch this now, guys. So I tell you about the protein, right? So if you're lifting weights, you need like 180 to 200 grams. Tell your husband, Laurel. Tell Morgan, 200 grams of protein. Because I know he's big. Right? Watch this now. If you are doing stuff like sedentary lifestyle, you're in the office, you're behind a desk, you don't need that much. Because too much protein will also be stored as fat, right? Don't want to get into that today. We also talk about carbs. Now, inside of carbs, we can also measure it, right?
Wow.
What we know is for a 2,000 calorie diet, right? The American Association of Health says individuals must have 45 to 65% of the diet in protein.
Right.
So if you work that out with a 2,000 calorie diet, it's about 225 to 350 grams of carbs.
Right.
We work out that for you too. Last thing now, right? So the carbs, we tell you about the 9 grams of protein in the shake, is 13 grams of carbohydrate.
Right.
And we want people to eat more wholesome carbs like whole grains, whole wheat, beans and seeds, instead of cream crackers, which we call simple carbs.
Yeah.
You want more complex carbs than simple carbs, because simple carbs leads to the increase in blood glucose that overworks your pancreas. That's how people get diabetes. That's another time though. Let's go to fats. Men, If you're my age and older, our thing this. Listen. We need healthy fats. Things like avocado, olive oil, omega-3. Renee's going to talk about that in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the older you get is the harder for your body to produce testosterone. Listen to what I'm saying. In order to produce testosterone, which is what we need, man, for the libido, we need to have healthy cholesterol. HDL cholesterol, high density lipoprotein. HDL cholesterol is found in things like omega-3, avocado, and olive oil. So you have that, it boosts the testosterone and you get more muscles. Anybody get that?
Yep.
We're not into canola oil. We're not into canola oil. We're not into corn oil. We're not into soya oil. We're not into vegetable oil. Those things, those oils are not good fats. They are what we call LDL cholesterol, and the LDL cholesterol increases plaque in the blood vessel that causes hypertension.
Wow.
Anybody go to the hospital and the doctor tells you you have high cholesterol? High cholesterol, I feel like giving them too much information.
Slow it down.
So total cholesterol is HDL, which is high density lipoprotein, divided by LDL, with low density lipoprotein, multiplied by the HDL. You're supposed to have a figure between 2 and 5. If it's higher than 5, you're not a problem. If it's lower than 2, you're not a problem. Having more LDL cholesterol from vegetable oil, soya oil, corn oil is going to create more plaque in the blood vessel. When the blood vessel is filled with plaque and the blood cannot get around the body, is when the heart pace changes. The doctor will now give you an aspirin or Plavix to thin the blood. If you get on a blood thinner, you're going to bleed to death. I don't have the time for that. My father experienced that. Everybody get that? So we say healthy fats to boost testosterone to build muscles. What is healthy fat again? Avocado, olive oil, and omega-3. Let's talk about the omega-3 right now.
Omega-3. So, we have been exposed to one of the purest form of omega-3 fatty acids. Now, what I've learned and been exposed to and I've been able to experience is the pureness of this omega-3. Because one, it is taken from live fishes in the Pacific Ocean. Triple distilled over liquid charcoal, right? And that now takes away the mercury, which is damaging to our liver. All right. So I know we have omega-3 out there, and we're not knocking anybody on their omega-3. What I'm saying is that I've been exposed to the purest omega-3 that I know, and matched against many others. It's good. It's healthy. It's also consumable by any age. So I have an 11-year-old daughter who loves this. She takes 2 to 3 times a day. And Wendell will tell you about his goddaughter who at age 5, you have to hide the bottle from her because she takes it like candy. Alright, so I love that our omega-3 can consume more than one per day, and any age, any stage you are able to consume it without that burning sensation on you, which is very important for most of us, right? So that's what you get from this omega fish oil.
All right, thank you very much, Renee. We have one more thing to talk about, which is the micronutrient, but I just want to add to what Renee said. I'm very passionate about the male erection. Very passionate. Look, we operate a nutrition club for the last 10 years on the army base. When a soldier come to you and say, yo, Dada, Willie, some of them call it Russell, some of them call it Morgan, some of them call it Richie. Richie now flex, you know. Russell now flex. Man, we short, man. You know what I say? When man willing to lift up, people get killed. And that me I say. And here we say, brother, you want something to boost your libido? Watch what me I say. Take a good clean protein. Increase vitamin K. Vitamin K protects the prostate gland and it builds sperm. Everybody get that? Increase your omega-3 because it cleans the plaque from the blood vessel. It augur for more blood flow. Stiff pin is about blood flow. Anybody get that? Watch this now. We said to them, there is a supplement that we can offer you. It's called Pre-Lux Blue. I don't have a bottle today.
No.
But what it actually fuses is two important ingredients. One is called L-arginine, which is a semi-essential amino acid. You see it come back? A semi-essential amino acid. It helps mitigate high blood pressure. But what it actually does, it cleans the coronary artery for better blood flow. And there's another thing called pycnogenol, which is a potent antioxidant that is in another product called Cell Activator.
Yeah.
The pycnogenol is taken from the Amazon in Brazil. It's a potent antioxidant that helps. Ladies, if you have those ugly veins that we call varicose veins, you can't wear a bikini, we can deal with it.
And the
because you take the pycnogenol over time and it heals the flaps in the coronary arteries such that it mitigates the spider looking veins. They get a tablet and they fuse the pycnogenol with the L-arginine. The amino acid, L-arginine, into one and give it to men. Natural way. Oh my God. When I give the soldier the men say, Windle, we turn stoller again.
The ladies back in the pen.
Yes. Wives come to us to say, look, you've resurrected my marriage. Serious thing. And guys, if you're in Canada and the States, we do have it in Jamaica, but if you're in Canada and the States, talk to it. Now for the ladies, ladies, we know that you have a struggle too. Because between 40 and 50, when the body starts going through changes,
Right.
you get miserable, you don't know. You're just miserable. You don't want it. The men complain that the ladies don't want it. Know what I mean? Here's the secret, guys. Here's the secret. Renee laughing because the soldiers talk to her. Here's the secret, guys. Your endocrine system changes at 40. They say life begins at 40.
Right.
And so because you are more in life and more stressed, you're producing harmful hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. When you should be producing dopamine and endorphins, happy chemicals.
Right.
You're producing sad chemicals. Everything is in the body, you know.
Yeah.
So we can feed the body a particular way, along with exercise and sleep, that has the body return to balance, and you feel like a 20-year-old again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you, you feel like a 20-year-old again. Men, I know what I'm saying. I know. Look here. Don't make me spoil Renee. I know what I am saying.
Got that.
So if you increase your protein to get the amino acids,
Right.
if you increase your omega-3 to get the blood flowing and to get the healthy cholesterol,
Right.
the only other thing you need to think about is the micronutrients. About the micronutrients. Micronutrients. What are micronutrients? They are things like vitamins, minerals.
Yeah.
So now people eating greens, that they're eating vitamin A and they want to mitigate against corona and all of this.
Vitamin D.
We love that. When you talk about the bees, the bees, B1 thymine, B2 riboflavin, B3 niacin, B4, B5 for the trace element, B5 pantothenic acid, B6 pyridoxine, B7 biotin, B9 folic acid, B12. Look here! Before you can touch the bees, you need to deal with the protein, because you need to rebuild the cells,
Right.
then fortify the cells.
Right.
The vitamins fortify the cells after they have been rebuilt.
Right.
Talk about
Lock
the
it
formula
in.
too.
Lock
Talk
it
about
in.
the formula too.
All right. One of my favorites.
My father killed for this. 84.
One of my favorites. This multivitamin is everything. It is a micronutrient, right? As Wendell just said. And it has in all the bees. All the bees, Wendell just named them out. And I know you didn't catch some of the words. Some of the names of these B vitamins. We also have A, vitamin A, right? Vitamin C and
D, E, and K. K
Right.
for the sperm.
right?
In there.
And what I also love about our multivitamin, oh my God, we have some doctors and scientists that work on our scientific board that are number one in their field, and they have designed our multivitamin that our bodies can get exactly what it needs. Now, the average human being needs about 5,000 international units of iron. And so what our doctors and scientists have done in putting together this multivitamin in particular is that they've taken each capsule and has placed in it 1,667 international units in one capsule. So we suggest you take 3 times a day, right? Remember, we want to lock in the macronutrient of the protein, and so for each time of the day that you're consuming your amino acids from the shake, right? Because we get an opportunity to design your meal such that you are consuming the shake 2 times per day, so you're getting the essential amino acids you need, and we're going to have you lock it in with the multivitamin, which is a micronutrient, right? And so each capsule is designed to give you sufficient throughout the day, so at the end of the day you would have consumed 5,001 international units. Now, we've researched others, and most are one-a-days because they have put in too much in one capsule such that you can't consume 2 or 3 for the day. That's why I love this multivitamin, and it's water soluble.
And hear what's important with what Renee is saying. I want you to get it, right? People take vitamin and get energy. True?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Remember, vitamin is water soluble. What that means, it don't stay in the body. So you take it, and 1 hour after you take it, you see people get yellow. Why? Because it goes through the body takes out what it wants, and the rest is passed through the toilet. That makes sense? So I'm not going to name any other brand. I'm just giving you the stats, right? So you take the vitamin in the morning, you have a bounce of energy. You go and eat lunch and come back and fall asleep. Why? Because the vitamin you take in the morning gone. The vitamin that was consumed in the morning, we have other people in the States on the program. The vitamin that is consumed in the morning has disappeared.
Right.
So now that you have eaten lunch, lethargy steps in. You want another vitamin.
Right.
But you cannot expose your body to another, because when you take one that has, for instance, 3,500 international units, if you take 2 of that, it's 7,000. If you take 3 of that, it's 10,005. In 3 months, you'll be iron poisoned. And the women who are still having a menses may have an escape. We men, we don't bloodlet. So we were dead. That's why we also say give blood every now and again, because it's a way to emit the iron out of your body. So God set up the thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's best to take a vitamin that is in keeping with 5,000 IU,
yes,
that you can take it 2 or 3 times a day,
right,
to get the amount of iron you need and to keep your energy stable.
Absolutely.
And it also has a nice blend of herbal extracts. So you have your extracts of garlic, cauliflower, spinach, broccoli,
yeah,
beet. You need that now to lock in the nutrients to make you escape the pandemic, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Anybody get that?
Yep.
So, along with some other things that we could tell you about, guys, we call them targeted nutrition, things for the eyes, things for the skin. Everybody want everything lift up now. True or false?
Yeah.
Yes. Lift up muscles.
Yes.
No, I mean, not put up, not going downhill. Everything must be up. That's nutrients, guys. If you don't want a synthetic body, if you don't want to be pulling fat from your belly
to put in your bottom,
and your hips, then you can do that, but it's expensive. If you want it naturally,
yeah,
you have to feed the body. And let me tell you something, we're going close with this. When somebody calls me and says, Mr. Rankin, I hear what you're saying, the things are good, but they are dear. Me say, oh God, me can't even tell you what I say.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll keep funeral on the phone, Yeah, sometimes I keep funeral on the phone.
But let's tell them what we really have an
because,
opportunity to say.
let me tell you why. Because, you see, I'm a pastor's child. I've been playing music for 30 years. I'm tired of funeral now. I sublet them to other musicians.
Wow.
Especially when people could have averted their demise and suspend it for longer.
Yeah.
One man says to me, I have diabetes. I said, tell me about your diet. He drinks 2 Malta every morning. What is that? 40 grams of sugar. 40 grams of sugar in 1 bottle. So you're exposing yourself to 80 grams of sugar first thing in the morning.
And
later on him drink beer.
And he says he's not consuming sugar. Guys, sometimes you don't even know how much sugar you're consuming because
Stop it.
You don't research the food you're eating. It's in the food.
Condensed milk. What is that? Why are you drinking condensed milk? What? Men, why are you drinking condensed milk? Black tea.
Without
Half spoon of sugar. Or black tea with honey. Put a little honey in there. Keep the funny feelers. Right? Sugar and milk. Stop it, man. You're going to lose your penis. Stop it.
Lord.
Yeah. Unless you're not interested in that. So guys, we're done, you know. We're done.
We're finished.
We're finished
today. But we hope that the information that we gave today is beneficial to you. And if you are already doing some of the things we've spoken about today, we want to ask you to share the information with your friends, with your family, because we really just want to give you more information on how to stay healthy in a very natural way. All right. So if you're just joining this live, I'm Renee. This is Wendell. We're wellness coaches, right? And we want to help you, right? So you want to call us. You want to get in touch with us. We're going to leave our numbers.
Super, Michael.
We're going to leave our numbers in the comment box. And you'll have an opportunity to call us. Make an appointment. We'll sit with you. We'll be able to take you through a biometric assessment of your entire being. And if you are not close to us, we're able to still provide you with that information, which is complete, and provide you with a meal plan that's going to assist you to get to that natural transformation that you so desire for your body. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And please take the number down, call us, text us, let us know how it is that we can help you. Anything?
That's it. Peace.
All right. Have a great rest of the evening.
All right, guys. So I'm going to give you that number. I'm going to give you a number. 336-9052. Put an 876 before it. 876-336-9052. And another number, 876-430-6670. 876-430-6670. Send me a WhatsApp now and I'll link you up, because we have some things on discount, and wherever you are in the world, we'll get to your gate. God bless you.